I'm super excited to be webcasting, and we're just going to try this and see how it goes. And I thought I would try to make a video and kind of explain what we're doing over the last week, and just kind of show you some of the things. As you can see, I'm showing you my screen here. So I thought I would show you kind of what we're doing and go through the handout that I posted on Classroom and show you a few things. I did want to start just like a regular class with our 365 Days of Wonder. And today's quote is, "Good actions are the invisible hinges on the doors of heaven." And that would be Victor Hugo. So obviously we all have lots of prayer intentions because this is just a super weird time. So please keep everyone in our community, all of your friends, all of your neighbors, all your family in our prayers. So I wanted to start by telling you a couple things. So I know I've been posting on Classroom a lot, and that's super annoying. And everything has just been changing so much, like day by day, that on any given day, I have no idea what we're actually doing. So I apologize for posting so much on Classroom, and I promise that as we make our way forward with this plan, hopefully this is over in 3 weeks. But if not, that I will not be like constantly posting on Classroom and filling up your email with all these notifications. So obviously you guys were able to get into the building today. I had planned on doing this whole like choice novel thing, and they said students couldn't get new materials, so I apologize for that. If we do end up going beyond the 3 weeks, I'll talk to you a little bit more about like the choice novels, what that might look like, what your options are. Obviously, all of the libraries are closed, so I do have like a whole bunch of backup plans, and luckily a lot of publishers are releasing books for free online that you can read online, or if you really wanted to, you could like print them, you can download them. So as we kind of move beyond this 3 weeks, if we need to, that's something I'll talk to you about. So I wanted to start with a few things. So first, a lot of you did not have advance notice that we weren't going to have school, and so you left your ACT binders in the classroom. Period 8, I had to tell you guys to take your binders, and if for some reason you did not, then I mailed you what was in your binder. So for all of you who left your ACT binders, I think I got everybody's. Oh, okay, here's my cat. Thanks, Leah. There's Natalie. She's so amazing. Okay, that's probably good. Okay, goodbye now. Okay. So I mailed you your ACT binder. So you should be getting over the next couple of days, like this big packet in the mail with everything from your ACT binder in it. Like I just unclipped it. I kept the binder section, and I put that in an envelope. The other thing I sent you is this packet for the choice novel. Now, obviously you don't have to deal with this right now because we're not doing the choice novel right now. But if we do get to that, I think it'd be easier for you to work out of that packet than to work online, just because I made that packet. I downloaded it from the internet, then I made it by hand. I edited it to kind of what we're doing. And so I will scan that in as well, but I did want you to have a hard copy because I think that'd be a little bit easier. Okay, so let's kind of look at this week-ish. All of these deadlines are super fluid because I know that this is all just weird and kind of new, and we have no idea how long any of this is going to take. And so I have no idea of knowing if you're going to have like 6 hours of work a day or 2 hours of work a day or more than that. Obviously, I do not want you to be sitting in front of your Chromebooks all day. If I had to guess the best thing that you could be doing with your time over these next few weeks, obviously, like outside of these things, like it's great to do ACT prep and stuff, but you should be reading. So if you've got a book at home, if you do not have a book at home and you're going into CJ tomorrow to get some things, if you're able to sneak to my classroom, my door is unlocked, and all of my books are, there's books on the bookshelf. The rest of them are in like the kind of fancy wooden cabinets over to when you walk in the room over on the right. I had to take everything off my shelves and clean out my classroom yesterday so they can sanitize. But if you look through the cabinets and the cupboards and stuff, you'll see all those books. Feel free to grab a book if you're able to get up there and take a book home with you. So if you have time to read, that's the best thing you could be doing. Looking at this list here, so you can see this is kind of this week that we're looking at. Obviously, we don't start e-learning until tomorrow. But if you saw this and you started these things, that's great. So our idea was, once you have the stuff from your binder, you can complete that task 1 of the ACT prep, which is this here. So obviously, if you don't have your binder, you're not going to be able to do this victory stuff and this grammar stuff, and that's fine. Things you can work on, you can work on these IXLs. I can check those. When you finish this stuff here, the grammar work and the victory work, you can send me an email that you're done. If you want to take a picture of that and send that, you can. If not, that's fine too. But I will check the IXLs and give you credit. The other thing So many tabs called Distance Learning Fun. We're completing this checklist from the binder. I want you to screenshot the things you've done, and you can just send me, if you're able to, one email with all of your screenshots. We're looking at, and I'll put this on our classroom page, this checklist, which was in your binder. And so I showed you, hopefully you remember when we logged onto Naviance Student last week, I showed you like how to get to all of these things. And these were things that I wanted you to do. If you showed me all of these things and I give you credit for them or some of these things, that's fine. Go ahead and work on these. And if you're not able to finish them by Sunday, if you need to work on them next week or into the next week, that's fine. I'm not going to count those things as late. But as you finish these things, these are the things that guidance really wanted you to do. And so I do want you to get started on those. So again, I'll post this on Classroom so you can see this list in case you don't have your binder with you. Looking ahead to next week, we're going to have Method Test Prep Week 10 due. We're going to work on it this week, and then it's due Sunday. We're going to complete Task 2 next week. And this here is Task 2. Again, if for some reason you can't get to this victory stuff or the grammar work because you don't get your binder stuff, you can always work on this IXL. Either work on it until you get a 90 or 10 minutes per exercise. And then you can, if you do these things, you can screenshot this to me and send those to me in one email. If not, again, just don't worry about it. The thing I do want you to work on is that Common App essay. That's kind of the next big thing that's due for us. It's an essay grade. And so I do need you to work on that. So I will post that assignment on Classroom as well. That's part of your binder. It's in your binder. The Common App essay prompts are in your binder. But if for some reason, again, you don't have that or you don't get it, I will post that as well. And so I do want you to start working on that Common App essay and looking at the plan, the draft of the Common App essay. I'm going to open up a folder on Classroom, and you're going to turn that Common App draft in on Classroom so I can see that. And then Method Test Prep Week 11 is due the following Sunday. That next week is supposed to be kind of our last week at home. Again, we're going to do that Task 2 of the Victory ACT work. I'm going to send up like a peer edit, if I can, of somebody else's essay for you to look at. So somebody else can look at your college essay. For some reason you don't want someone to peer edit your essay, you just want me to look at it, just let me know in an email so I don't try to pair you up with someone. And then the final version of that Common App essay is due on Classroom this week. I know you might be worried about doing an essay when we're not in school, but it actually is not going to be that difficult. The Common App essays are super brief. They can be as short as 250 words, which is just like a paragraph. And there is a maximum word limit of 650 words, which really is like a page. Be a little bit more. So this essay is not big, and it's basically a narrative essay. You're talking about like something that happened to you, that you experienced, something good you learned, something you enjoy doing, how you spent your time, whatever. Okay. If for some reason you need help with that Common App essay, as with anything else, you can email me, and I also have that thread on Classroom. This is period 1, but you can see I put here this thread, and I said I'd leave this open for questions, and every time you put a question, an appropriate question, I'm talking to you, Jalil, anytime you put a question, I can see, and I can come in, and I can respond to that. And then from that point on, if after 3 weeks we are still out of school, we're going to flip, we'll get all that stuff turned in, we'll move on. If you're still working on it, that's fine. We're going to try to get stuff turned in. And we'll start that choice novel, and I'll give you more instructions at that time. Things you should continue to be doing on a regular basis. Keep checking your email. Keep checking Classroom. Try to continue reading, like I said. Hopefully we're back in 3 weeks, but if not, I've got a plan, and we'll kind of go from that. If you need any help, you can always email me, and I hope that we are back together soon.